Here's the 6 questions you'd be a fool not to answer before putting your home on the market and upgrading. Now, most couples in Sydney and Melbourne look to upgrade their home once they start a family or their first child learns to walk. And that's because we live in cities full of units and townhouses, which don't feel safe enough or have enough room for growing families. But selling a first home typically means paying legal and agent fees of around $20,000 and then spending $50,000 to $100,000 in stamp duty and other costs to upgrade. If you upgrade to the wrong place, this could be a disaster. Before putting your first home on the market and looking at upgrading, here are the 6 questions you need to be clear about answering to avoid making an expensive mistake. Number 1, will the home you can afford to upgrade to meet your long-term needs? Moving from a unit to a first house can seem ideal for young kids, but what about when those kids become teenagers? Suddenly high school and extra living spaces and extra bathrooms can become a priority, and you may have to sell and buy again in under 10 years. Number 2, can you keep your first home as an investment? It's amazing how many people can keep their first home once they understand how to extract the equity and use the rental income to cover the costs of keeping it. Number 3, is it better to buy before you sell? Now, in a rising market, selling first and then buying could mean committing to today's selling prices only to find purchase prices rising quickly and you can't afford the home you want anymore. Buying before you sell reverses that problem and removes that risk. Number 4, is it more economical to rent-vest for a few years? That means renting out your first home and using that rent plus a bit extra to rent a home that meets your changing needs. House prices close to Sydney and Melbourne rise exponentially with increases in living spaces. And yet rents for similar homes are not as dramatically different to unit rents. Number 5, will upgrading to the home you want cause financial or emotional stress? Some people overstretch to buy the home they want in the area they love and end up feeling like a slave to their mortgages, never able to holiday or do anything fun for fear of missing a repayment. Others buy what they think they can afford but end up in an area they don't like, with too long a commute or near schools that they don't want their kids to go to. This can cause long-term emotional stress, which is unhealthy for individuals and their relationships. Number 6, what are your long-term plans for your family, career, investments, and where you want to live? Less than 10 years in property is considered short-term, yet most couples don't have a plan beyond 5 years. Working out and keeping a record of your 1 to 2 year, 3 to 10 year, and 10 to 30 year goals can make all the difference to working out your best option with selling, upgrading, and later downsizing. It's also a great way to feel closer as a couple and know that you're on the same page. The answer to all these questions will be different for each household, and the only race you can run is your own. To help answer some of these questions, we've put together a free Upgrader's Survival Guide to help you avoid making a huge mistake. Remember the advice of Rudyard Kipling to keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, and get your own strategy and plan clear before taking action. Now, my name is Max Phelps from Golden Eggs. If you've enjoyed this video, please like our page or subscribe to our channel. And remember to always be genuine, have fun, and stay curious. Now, as a bonus, if you'd like to keep listening, here's the full Rudyard Kipling poem, which is a father's advice to his son. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hate. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose, and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Thanks.